This is On the Couch with Dr. K, a show focused on answering the questions of urban and hip-hop adults rising to reach personal stars in daily life. Now, here's your host, Dr. K.
And good afternoon. You are on the couch with Dr. K right here on AM 990 Talk Radio. And today I am sitting in a room full of winners. Yay! Yay! Winners all over.
Yes.
And let me tell you how I know they're winners. I don't even know all of their personal stories, but because they are here, they are winners, and I know they have each faced personal issues in life they have overcome. How do I know that? Not because I know your personal stories, but because I know that all of us face issues every single day. You know, they say, wow, death, that's a thing. And I say life is one thing after the other. So if you're living, that means you have already faced a lot of adversity in life, and you have overcome that adversity, and you are here and you are winning right now today. So yay, I'm super happy.
Yes.
People, somebody asked me the question, mostly my sister. Somebody asked me the question, why are you dressed like a lifesaver? And I said, A, I like this dress. B, because we are saving lives today. So if you're out there and you love whatever I wear, then you email me. If you don't like what I wear, email randastreeter.com. So anyway, we're going to get right to it, and we're going to start just saying hello to everyone, and we're going to let ladies go first with Miss Angela Jackson. Thank you so much for being here.
Wow,
How
thank you so much. Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for having me.
Glad you're here.
Thank you so much.
We know that you do a lot in the community. Tell us a little bit about that.
Wow. When it comes to community, I think my middle name is Community. I think it all started probably with my grandmother. For many of you who don't know, I am from Orange Mound. We call it Orange Mound, Tennessee.
Over on Marshall.
How'd you know that? Yeah.
Well, because my mom, her whole family grew up in a beautiful home. I don't think it's there any longer, but right there on Marshall, we went to Mount Pisgah. All of that good stuff.
Well, we'll have to talk.
Okay.
I'm sure you probably know my family members and my mom graduated of Melrose High School.
All right. My mom graduated from there, too.
I brag on my grandmother all the time. She was the type, anybody welcome for dinner. Chicken, the neighborhood cats, the dogs.
Wow.
I just always sharing, always giving. You know, if you borrow a cup of sugar, pay back the 2-pound bag.
Right.
So, I mean, just growing up as a little girl in Orange Mound and with my grandmother who didn't have a high school education, but she just taught me so many morals and values about giving and how to treat people. And all of that just has stuck with me through to this day. So I saw that to say this, just always giving, always helping. You know, sometimes people may say things and they don't know anything about you, but I'm always giving, always helping, whether it's advice, especially advice to younger people, younger than myself, and teenagers. you know, just try to help. And sometimes parents just say, "Well, will you talk to her?" Because sometimes people listen. People who have children listen to. Say their kids maybe listen to somebody else if they don't listen to them. I do not have kids, but I always love to talk to kids, give advice, about school and education.
Right.
And so forth and so forth. Always happening, my neighborhood. They go, you're always doing and giving. I feel like if I even lived in Boston or New York, I would help with my neighborhood, picking up paper, neighborhood meetings.
Right.
Just doing what I can for my neighborhood and for the city of Memphis, and just to help and just always give.
Great.
Yep,
Thank
yep,
you,
yep.
ma'am.
Thank
We're
you.
moving right along. We have a published author and a speaker here, and I'm going to let him introduce himself, Mr. Woodard.
Yes, my name is Larone Woodard.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for having me today.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're back.
It is a pleasure.
You're back.
I love this show. I absolutely love it. I feel at home.
Good. I'm glad.
Yes, ma'am. But I mean, I really appreciate being amongst these great people today. I mean, my story is just real simple.
Right.
A lot of people don't know my story.
Okay.
But you're in the presence of a gentleman that has had 13 brain surgeries in his lifetime.
Wow. And we don't even see any marks or scars or anything. Good job. We need the name of your surgeon. That's what we need.
I brush my hair real good.
Okay, good.
I brush it and comb it real
Okay.
good. And, throughout that, my journey, 39 years now.
Wow.
But my 35th year was number 13
Okay.
to my count.
Okay.
And literally, when I was healing, I heard God tell me, LaRone, stop being ashamed of the blessings that I've given you and put your story in a book.
Okay.
So I searched like a madman, trying to find the right people to help me write my book.
Great.
And that opportunity came about last August. It's been a year
Right.
now.
Wow. Already.
And I wrote my book in 60 days.
Wow.
And
Okay.
From 3 months of birth to, like I said, 38 years of life. And once I got this book in my hand, my life has not been the same.
Good. We're going to let you talk more about that as we go on.
ma'am. Thank
And we're going to go ahead and give the shout out. Hey, Patrice.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
are you?
Hey, baby.
That's right. Take care of home.
Gotta
Yes.
take care
I'm
of the wife,
surprised.
18 years.
I thought maybe she was like in your pocket or connected to you.
No,
but
she couldn't make it today.
Okay.
but that's okay.
She is
She's
a
listening.
fabulous, educated woman on her own, of her own. So she does her thing too.
Thanks to some of your part, too. You talk
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Moving right along to my young protege who is always here and diligent, on time, watching me as I am literally running up the steps every time. But he has a great work ethic and he is here every single time. Shawn Da Barber. Y'all have to
Right,
just give
Shawn.
Shawn a hand. All right, Shawn.
Hey, world. Hey, world. Hey, man. Like I
How
say,
you feeling today?
every Sunday, I'm just blessed to be here. We had a good service today.
Okay.
And I got here kind of a little bit too early today, but
Oh, really?
I made it, though. So I'm just
Right,
glad to be
right.
here. And I hope we change somebody's life today.
Wow.
Mom, I hope you listening now, because last week you kind of made me mad. But I know she listening. So
Well-
call in, Mom.
Well, you know, and this is not only for you, but this is for all of our listeners. If you miss on Sundays, you can always go and watch any of the On the Couch with Dr. K episodes on demand on the On the Couch with Dr. K YouTube.com channel. So they are all there. They're all available. So yay, you can see them. Yay. Okay, D, you know you're my favorite. How are you today? Good. And there's so many people in here. Just with the introductions, it's time to go to break. So if you want to participate in this conversation, please give us a call at 260-5926. You're listening to On the Couch with Dr. K right here at AM 990 Talk Radio. Please remember to go to Facebook and like us at On the Couch with Dr. K. We'll be right back.
Everybody hands go up, and they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. 'Cause all I do is win.
The most local talk radio from Memphis, AM 990, KWAM.
The following commercial is sponsored by FeedThePig.org, an organization devoted to helping you save money. We will not entice you with messages like,
Lowest prices in town. Dealer approved, certified pre-owned.
No obligation consultation.
nor will we brag about our
Huge selection. Enormous variety.
One-stop shopping.
Everything under one roof.
or promise.
Prices reduced up to 75%.
A sale like this can't go on forever. Factory liquidation.
Financing options available.
We will offer no contingencies like,
See store for details.
Prices and participation may vary.
Legal exclusions apply.
No purchase necessary.
or try to convince you that our product will give you
Leaner, tighter abs in minutes.
Perfect smile. Porcelain veneers.
Freedom from those painful, embarrassing bunions.
because we simply want to help you spend smarter and save better. Log on to feedthepig.org. Find the benefits of saving for every stage of life. Brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Are you considering buying or selling a home and don't know where to start? Call Sharon Brown of Twilight Realtors at 901-355 7271. To learn more about the services offered by Sharon Brown, visit her on the web at www.sharonbrown.cry-like.com or like her on Facebook today. Her success comes when your home is sold or you have the keys to your new home. Call Sharon Brown of Cry Like Realtors at 901-355-7271 for all your real estate needs today.
Now you can listen and watch too. Go to our website to listen online and to see our studio cam, kwam990.com.
Hey, are you trying to lose weight? Miller Medical Clinic has the latest in 20 different forms of phentermine, including Belvique, Suprenza, and Qsimia. He also has B12, lipotronic, and testosterone injections, and sinus cocktails. I know Dr. Miller. He's devoted to your overall health and wellness and your weight loss. Contact Miller Medical Clinic at 901-624-6885 or www.artmillermedical.com. So don't wait, lose weight. Call now, Miller Medical Clinic, 901-624-6885.
Join AM 990 KWAM on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/KWAM 990.
For legal experience with a Christian touch, call the law offices of Attorney Victoria Gillard. We stop foreclosures and repossessions. Other areas of our practice include personal injury, civil and criminal matters, divorce, child support, child custody, and social security cases. Call today at 901-624-8852 for a free consultation. Oh, it's my turn. Okay. I like that song. I was into it. Okay, you're back. You're on the couch with Dr. K right here on AM 990. And we are talking about all I do is win, 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 no matter what. And we're really addressing how to overcome adversity in your life, really through positive thinking. And a lot of times people are always saying, think positive, make it through, but they never give the specific steps to do that. And so we're going to talk about that right after our stats and facts. And this information, of course, was researched for me by my wonderfully intelligent intern, Stanley Shotwell II. Thank you, Stanley. I appreciate it. And what I decided to do this week was to really look at some statistics about post-traumatic stress disorder, because a lot of us have experienced trauma. And if that trauma affects you at a deep level, you may actually be experiencing a post-traumatic stress disorder or some elements of it. And that can be keeping you from doing the things you need to do to move forward. So if I look at this data, which is coming directly from what is this? This is the National Institute of Mental Health. Roughly 10% of women and 5% of men are diagnosed with PTSD in their lifetime. And many others will experience some adverse effects from trauma at some point in their lives. So when we're talking about trauma, sometimes we dismiss things that happen to us and we try to act like it's not important, but it is. And it doesn't matter if I don't think it's important. It matters how you feel about it. So if it's important and it was upsetting to you, you may have suffered some form of trauma. Then it says here 1 in 30 adults in the U.S. will suffer from PTSD in a given year. And it's much higher with veterans of war. Now, if you look at racially who is exposed to traumatic events and who actually seeks help, let me tell you what the numbers are here. A lifetime prevalence of PTSD was highest among blacks, 8.7%. Then we have Hispanics, 7.0%, whites, 7.4%, and Asians at 4%. Now, let's look at who is actually seeking treatment. 53.3% of those white people who experience trauma actually seek treatment. 42% of Hispanics seek treatment, and 32.7% of Asians seek treatment. Only 36.3% of black people seek treatment. So that means there are a lot of people walking around who are literally shell-shocked and they don't know how to move forward. So I'm going to start with you, Mr. Woodard. Tell us about your greatest roadblock to success, or something that really created an adverse situation for you and how you got over it.
My greatest roadblock would probably be getting out of my old way of thinking and wanting to do things other people's way.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You know, I was a huge people pleaser. Mm-hmm. And so with me being a people pleaser, everybody from A to Z trying to do the things that they wanted me to do, it didn't work for me. In fact, it made me angry a lot. Mm-hmm. You know, Larone, you need to get a good job. Mm-hmm. You need to get a stable job. Mm-hmm. So on and so forth like that. Mm-hmm. Go to school. Mm-hmm. You need a college degree. Mm-hmm. All of that was honestly not Larone. But I still did not know where I fit in. And it wasn't till years later that I had a mentor to tell me, Larone, tap into the God that's inside of you. Once you tap into your God-given talents and gifts, everything else will flow and be added to you. Mm-hmm. Once you find your passion will lead you to your purpose, and your purpose will lead to prosperity. Mm-hmm. And once that happened for Larone Woodard, everything started flowing properly.
All right. I like that. I know we're giving a lot of hand claps today because these things are real. I mean, this is some hard stuff to do, especially if you're a people pleaser. Because if you're getting a lot of your positive reinforcement from other people saying, good job, you're going to just really, it's almost like an addiction. You have to cut yourself off from that. Right. It's like, you know how you have that dress, you're like, yeah, I know I'm doing it, right? And nobody says anything. You're just like, what happened? You know, you have to break yourself of that need.
Oh, yeah.
For others. Yes. So tell us about your greatest adversity.
I would say I kind of grew up in that situation where people had their rhythm, but I had to decide what I wanted to do and disregard what's going on in my surroundings. Mm-hmm. As far as for going to high school and going to college. But even going through high school and college, even working today, being in radio and TV, I have this, sometimes I do procrastinate. But what I have to do is, I know, because looking at it from the outside, people think, oh, you have the perfect life. One girl said, I would love to trade days with you. But I'm like, a lot of times people don't realize all the work that's involved, everything that's behind the scenes. And sometimes just procrastinating or just feel like so much is on my plate. Mm-hmm. I find myself like writing a to-do list. Mm-hmm. I love to journal. Mm-hmm. My dad would say the shortest pencil is longer than the longest memory. Right. In other words,
that's so true.
In other words, write it down. Yeah. Look, call me old fashioned. I don't know, but I think some people think an ink pen or pencil is a disease. Mm-hmm. You ever notice that? Some people don't want to write something, or if you want to tell somebody something, they go, wait a minute. And I'm like, why make me wait? But no, but seriously, I still believe in a hard copy. and ink pen in the iPad age,
Right.
the digital age we're in.
Exactly.
I still like to write things out. That way, I think you're active. It helps me to like
Right.
physically to write it down and see it on paper. It just it validates it. So I still like to write down a to-do list,
Right.
and I like to. Larone, look, I like to scratch it off.
Yes, and doesn't that feel good? That
You
feels
don't.
like scratching a
It's
great
like
itch. It's wonderful.
A sense of accomplishment.
Uh-huh.
And then making short-term goals. That's just the best. Oh, it makes you feel so good.
You know, what
Shawn, I finished something.
what I do is I cheat just a little bit. And so for those
What'd
of
you
you
do,
out
Doc?
there
How you
who
cheat,
are
Doc?
chronic procrastinators, write down something you just did.
Oh, yeah.
Write that down first and scratch it off and then move on. You get a sense of accomplishment
definitely-
immediately.
Exactly. So that has helped me overcome some things. Just,
Yes.
just a sense of accomplishment, a short-term goal, and reward yourself. I tell people, don't be so hard on yourself. Or I'll tell myself, I'm not going to be so hard on myself. Like you said, just having a to-do list or journal, write it down.
Right.
Just
Right.
Some people say, I got it in my head.
Yeah.
And haven't made an accomplishment. Just write it down. And when you complete it, you can just scratch it off.
Right.
So that has helped me through the years to make it an accomplishment. Just creating goals that reachable goals, an attainable goal, a short term goal. Some people have study goal, I'm be a millionaire. But what are you gonna do to become a millionaire?
So maybe you should say, like, I'm going to be a 5,000-aire, then a 7,000-aire, then
How
a
about
millionaire.
a 500-aire? Some folks look a $50 nair.
You have to start somewhere. You have to
Exactly.
because $1 million are made of $1 bills each.
Yes,
there
so
you go.
start saving. I was telling a cousin, save $10. People, ooh, I can't save. Save $10. You need to really start, with a reachable goal and attainable goal. So that has helped me overcome obstacles through the years, just creating short-term goals, having a sense of accomplishment, and just writing them down.
Thank you. I like that. So
Write
you're
it down.
saying Your one of your roadblocks is just procrastination.
Yes, that has been a roadblock.
And you write things
To help
down.
overcome it, even now.
Yes, that's for a
in
lot
the
of
age of the iPad and the iPhone. What if the battery dies? I mean,
Right.
just don't depend on technology like that. This is my advice, my belief. I think
Good.
it'll help you.
I
It'll
like
help me.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
So, Shawn, my young protege, tell us about your life. What has been your greatest adversity, and how have you gotten over it?
Well, I'm only 18 years old. My life kind of just actually started.
Exactly.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But so far, I just being young and seeing so much stuff and knowing so many different opportunities, I just wake up every morning with different feelings, but
Okay.
and different thoughts. But how I've been thinking now, I just been doing things that I love to do. I like say like this show right here. Like
Yes.
I just been trying to basically just find myself. Like yesterday, I went to go I went to go try out for Disney Channel. I don't know who all know about that.
Yay!
But,
You would be a perfect Disney face.
Hey,
You have to
but-
come over here and let them see
Hey.
your face. The perfect Disney face. Walk right over here. Come over here near Angela so they can see your
Come back some more.
face. Come back. Come to me. You know where I am. There we go. I'm sorry. Yay! There you Disney face. Okay. So
But to the point though, I had to call my mom. I'm like, Mom, man, all these young people in there, like it was just like it wasn't meant for me, but I was actually like this is something that I would actually like to do. So and she was like, you'll never know until you try.
exactly.
So basically, well, all I'm saying is I just gotta try things and not just think about everybody else's opinion. 'Cause
Yes.
that's a big problem. That's a big problem. Just thinking about what everybody else
Right.
thinks. Just be yourself. So
Yes,
that's how-
exactly. So you're saying it's a challenge sometimes to focus, be yourself, and do the things you want to do, and try new things. Yeah, I like that. And those are everything that everyone here has described. All of those are kind of like some elements of having a post-traumatic stress disorder, because whenever you're constantly feeling that anxiety, You may have anger. You may hesitate or avoid to do things whenever you have experienced some sort of a trauma. And a trauma can be something as simple as your parents getting divorced, because it matters how you think about it. It could be something like you saw a dog get hit in the street, or maybe you saw your cousin almost drowned, or anything. Because the event is not the issue, it's the way you think about it and how it is affecting your life. And those can create roadblocks to your action. So when it's actually time for another break. Oh, we're having so much fun. Okay. So we're going to be right back. And when we do, we're open to take your calls at 901-260-5926. You're listening to On the Couch with Dr. K right here on AM 990. Please remember to like us on Facebook. And if you have questions, comments, or show ideas, send them to onthecouchwithdr.k@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down.
Now you can listen and watch too. Go to our website to listen online and to see our studio cam, kwam990.com.
Karen Streeter Psychological Consulting is a firm dedicated to helping parents, schools, churches, and organizations assess and treat learning, emotional, and behavior difficulties in children. We offer services such as IQ testing, academic testing, behavior analysis, behavioral planning, preventive counseling, parent training, staff development, professional development, crisis management, and risk assessments, and so much more. To enrich the lives of your children, call Karen Streeter Psychological Consulting at 901-650-2569 or email me at kstreeter5@aol.com.
Violence, theft, drugs, graffiti. It's all part of joining a gang. In times like these, we need to protect our kids and our community from gangs. Gangs often prey on teens with low self-esteem who perform poorly in school and who seek a sense of belonging. Protect kids from gangs. Know who they're hanging out with. Encourage them to become involved in school activities. Give kids a positive alternative to gangs. To learn more, visit ncpc.org or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Are you considering buying or selling a home and don't know where to start? Call Sharon Brown of Twilight Realtors at 901-355-7271. To learn more about the services offered by Sharon Brown, visit her on the web at www.sharonbrown.cry-like.com or like her on Facebook today. Her success comes when your home is sold or you have the keys to your new home. Call Sharon Brown of Cry Like Realtors at 901-355-7271 for all your real estate needs today.
KWAM 990, the voice of Memphis.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Up, down, cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my...
And you're back. We're on the couch with Dr. K right here on AM 990. We are saying all we do is win, 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 no matter what. Facing adversity, using positive thoughts to get where you want to be in life. And I actually have some comments here from some of my Facebook friends. This first one is from Terrence. He says, you must always stay positive in any relationships. You need to understand about the other person, and you need to realize that some people, no matter how hard you try, things just don't turn out the way you want them. And sometimes you just have to give up. But just because you give up, that does not make you a loser. You are a winner no matter what. So I completely understand that. You don't want to hang your horse on one person. And we have a caller. Go right ahead. Oh, yeah, I'll take the call. Hi, caller. You're on the air with Dr. K. How are you today? I can't hear. Did you hang up? Oh, okay. Well, we're still winners. Hi, Levita. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am wonderful. One of my very, very best besties just walked into the door, and she is a person who is, I would say, an extreme winner. And the reason why I say she is an extreme winner, because I have seen her face many, many adversities in life. And she has come out at the end not only victorious, but fabulous. You all have to see her today. She is absolutely, positively gorgeous and beautiful. And right after I take this call, I'm going to let her kind of tell you about her greatest adversity and how she got through it. So we have a caller. Oh, great. You're on the couch with Dr. K. How are you today?
Hey, Dr. K, how are you? It's Andre Guy. How are you?
Oh, I miss you. How are you, Andre Guy?
I'm doing well. I just want to applaud you. You are still out there promoting healthy relationships with information and love, and you are just so special. I just want to applaud you. My wife and I were riding out to eat, and I put it on the station, and I heard just, Lord, that's Dr. K. That's Dr. K.
Thank you so much. And tell your lovely wife I said hello. And you have always been an inspiration for me. I just loved listening to your show, which was actually in this time slot. And you decided to move forward. And, you know, I was praying for your time slot. Not that I was hating on you or trying to get it.
No, I actually worked out for both of us because you in that time started, and now I'm on Monday through Friday from 11 to 12, and it worked out better for us because I'm a preacher, so on Sunday I'm really busy.
What station are you on from 11 to 12, Monday through Friday?
I come on 1600 a.m., Monday through Friday, 11 to 12.
All right. Well, we will certainly tune in. Pastor Guy is just extremely anointed and very knowledgeable. His show is absolutely wonderful and so interesting. Get a chance to listen. Please do. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, ma'am.
You have a good day. Okay, Miss Levita, tell us about your greatest adversity and how you got over it.
Okay, first I want to just thank Karen for having me. It's an honor and a blessing to even be asked to come and share.
You look so cute in your red and white polka dots. So cute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So one of my major, what people might see as a setback, was the death of my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And it was perhaps the most challenging experience that I've had. Mm-hmm. And I've lived a few decades now. And definitely at the time at which it happened, it was the biggest adversity that I'd faced. And my mother had cancer. And when she was essentially dying, my sisters and I, we would pray with her. We would read scriptures from the Bible that had to do with healing. And we would take turns reading scriptures from the Bible about healing. And at the end of it all, we would say, thank God for healing. And then, of course, my mother, she died. And I remember speaking at her funeral, and I was talking about this ritual that we had just organically come up with of reading these scriptures about healing, and how it had to shift from being about the healing of her physical body to about healing just in general. And all of us at all times are in need of healing of some kind. So in my own mind, I had to just broaden what that word healing could refer to. So it became bigger than her and her individual illness. And anybody who knows me knows that there are a few things that I'm really passionate about. I'm a teacher. At the time I was in graduate school when my mother died, I had set out to get a PhD in literature, and our lives just kind of, if you just live a little, sometimes things don't go as planned. You know, there's a saying, you know, you can plan all you want, but sometimes God, I forgot the exact saying, but
He's gonna laugh.
Yeah,
because
God
you're making
laughs
a
at our
plan.
plans, right? And so, but yeah, I love teaching and I love cooking. And when my mother got sick, I was on the road to becoming a vegetarian, and then that shifted to becoming vegan. And when my mother was sick, I started doing all this reading about cancer and disease and how food impacts us, sets us up for death, or sets us up for disease and degeneration, or can set us up for healing and longevity. And that took on a whole other life behind my mother's death. I started, I actually have a blog called Vita's Vegan Ventures, and where I share the joy of eating a plant-based diet. And I'm from Memphis, and people wonder, like, how can you like veganize, you know, soul food? Like, but I veganize soul food. I cook Indian food, Mexican, Italian, Jamaican, Ghanaian, all these different types of food. And it just started out as like a personal passion. But behind my mother dying, and her friends would say to me, you know, you really should think about doing something with this. Aside from just cooking for people who come into your house. So I have a blog. I've taught people how to cook. I get asked to speak. I just did something for the American Diabetes Association. I've done stuff for the Office of Minority Health, and it's just a direction that I didn't expect my life to take. And I also teach humanities to middle school kids. If I could testify, or I call
you
this
have
testimony.
a 30-second testimonial period.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. And so another major event in my life was a divorce. And one thing that divorces are expected to do is to devastate people financially. And I came up with this mantra, and it is I am a wealth creator. And I would write that over and over and over. If I was to pull out my journal right now, I have it in there probably hundreds of times because it's my way of alleviating the anxiety that I sometimes feel when things get a little bit tight. And it's miraculous how things will open up when I repeat that to myself. And that's very different from, Lord, I'm broke, please make a way for me. Saying I'm a wealth creator, it opens things up and creates a positive space for you to insert something into it. So I might write, I'm a wealth creator, and then list all the things that I know how to do, including my cooking, including my teaching, including making lemonades, including I do so many things. I braid hair, I write, I blog, I get asked to blog on other people's blogs. And it's just, that's an example of naming it and claiming it, as my grandmother would say. So you don't focus on what is, you focus on what you wish to create. I am a wealth creator. That's about what I want to create in my life, not right.
Exactly.
And so I encourage people to come up with some positive way to say, to replace whatever that negative
thought is.
Yeah. And don't put the word not in it. Lord, I don't want to be broke. You got not in that, but I am a wealth creator. There is no not in that statement.
Right. Thank you. You did very well for 30 seconds. And that's, but you know, and that's something that we all need to hear, is because your feelings come from your thoughts. Right. Your feelings come from your thoughts, because you can have the very same situation affect two different people. Mary, who was laid off from her job, she may think to herself, I'm lousy. I will never find another job. This is horrible, awful. Lord, what am I going to do? What am I going to do, Lord, all the time? And then she ends up creating a self-fulfilling prophecy, because that is what her mind is producing, and it draws that negativity to you. But then you have Marquita, who is fired from the same job. Now, she may think all that stuff initially, because let's be real here. It's, you know, when things happen, they hurt. But eventually, you have to pick yourself up, put your lip gloss on or your belt or whatever makes you feel good, and you have to change that thought. And you have to stop awfulizing, stop acting like everything is the end of the world, or just because you make one mistake, you're a lousy person. You have to change that. Whenever you have that thought, change it around. do the total opposite and think that, whether you have to write it down or say it to yourself. So Marquita thought to herself, you know what? I don't like the fact that I lost my job, but I can get another job. How do I know? I got this job. That's case in point right there. So we have another caller.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Dr.
You're on the
K.
couch with Dr. K. How are you?
Hey, just fine, Dr. K. It's Brother
Good.
Love.
Hi, Brother Love. How are you?
Hey, fantastic. Hey, look, I am just definitely enjoying the show. I think everybody on there has got some impressive stories. The brother with the 13 brain surgeries, I can't wait till his book come out. I'm certainly interested in his book.
It's out right now.
Oh, it's out already?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. It is.
Okay. Well, I would like for y'all to give some more information on it where I can get me a copy of it, because I'd love to have a copy of it. And also the sister that talking about writing stuff down. I like that sister because that's me. I'm still old fashioned. I still got a typewriter in my office, and I know people laugh at me, but she's right. Write stuff down and not get dependent on these gadgets that we walk around with. I guarantee you, most of the people with these gadgets cannot make it a day or two without them. I think I can go a day or two without my phone. As a matter of fact, it probably would give me some peace of mind to not have it.
You know, sometimes I have to. I need a gadget to help me find my gadget.
See there? See you. Well, I think you got a great group of people up there today, and I got one question for you. And also, let me say hello to Pastor Guy. I heard him speaking a little while ago. It's always good to hear from him.
Yes, he's not here, but he's I think going to dinner with his wife, but he called in as you are.
Okay, I thought I heard him talking. Okay. One other quick thing, and I'm gonna get off the phone here. How did you get all these different guests together like that with all these extraordinary stories? I mean, is it a group thing, or you singled out each one of them and got them all together? I'm just curious. I mean, because
I try to go with the flow of life, and as they flowed into my life, I thought, okay, yes, come.
Okay.
And
excellent show, excellent group of people.
Thank you so
well, Dr.
much.
K, I'm gonna get off and continue listening, and please give the information on the brother with the book with the 13 surgeries.
He will definitely be, when we give our last points of the day, I'm going to let him talk about how people can get his book. Thank you so much for calling in.
Have a good one.
You too. Okay, we have one more caller. Hi, you're on the couch with Dr. K.
Good afternoon, Dr. K.
Afternoon.
This is Dr. Price. Just wanted to say I'm enjoying your show, and I especially like the sister. I was commiserating with the sister that's a vegan, because, you know, I'm from Memphis, and I'm a vegan, so I
only two of you.
Yeah. And I wasn't able to get her information, so I was wondering if you would repeat the information to our website, and thanks for a very great show as well.
So thank you so much, Dr. Price. We appreciate your calling in, and continue to call in, okay?
Take care.
All right, you take care. Go ahead, Levita.
I was mentioning that I have a blog, and it's called Vita's Vegan Ventures, and that's spelled VITAS VEGAN VENTURES.wordpress.com. And I tell stories, and I include recipes and tips and links and so on.
Hi.
And thank you in advance for checking it out.
Great. And for those of you who are out there saying, you know, vegetarians look sick and they're all skinny and Lord, can you walk around? Both Dr. Price and Levita are totally fine people. I'll have to let Levita walk around so you can see her on the camera. They do not look sick at all. They are extremely healthy. Bring your healthiness over here. Come on in. Bring your healthiness over here, Levita, so people can see how healthy you are. Wave right up there. Hello. Like, you see where don't look there, look there. Oh. And wave and say hi. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to take a break. And after the break, we will do our 4-point star because we are almost out of time. And everyone will get 10 seconds to say your last little bit. You're on the couch with Dr. K. Remember to like us on Facebook. If you'd like to participate, I'm sorry because we're almost out of time. Remember, call in early. We'll see you right after the break.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there, cause all I do is win.
Now you can listen to AM 990 everywhere on your iOS or Android mobile device. Simply go to kwam990.com for all the details.
Streeter's Total Beauty is a hair salon that invites you to enjoy a lifestyle full of beauty today. Dial 901-649-0559. Look to Randa Patton Streeter's lifestyle blog, which also invites you to enjoy a lifestyle full of high fashion and glamour. Like her on Facebook today. For legal experience with a Christian touch, call the law offices of Attorney Victoria Gillard. We stop foreclosures and repossessions. Other areas of our practice include personal injury, civil and criminal matters, divorce, child support, child custody, and Social Security cases. Call today at 901-624-8852 for a free consultation.
Join AM 990 KWAM on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/KWAM990.
Hey, are you trying to lose weight? Miller Medical Clinic has the latest in 20 different forms of phentermine, including Belvique, Suprenza, and Qsimia. He also has B12, lipotronic, and testosterone injections, and sinus cocktails. I know Dr. Miller. He's devoted to your overall health and wellness and your weight loss. Contact Miller Medical Clinic at 901-624-6885 or www.artmillermedical.com. So don't wait, lose weight. Call now, Miller Medical Clinic, 901-624-6885.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is
Okay, we're back. You are on the couch with Dr. K, and as you can see, I'm off the couch. I'm standing up because I just have all of these winning people. They're floating up to the top, walking out from the street. All right, yeah, it's a great show. All right. So I am not complaining at all, and I'm just so happy everyone is here. So I'm going to go over our 4-point star for today, which is actually brought to you by the Memphis Stars magazine. It will be coming out in August digitally, and On the Couch with Dr. K will be featured in one of its very first articles for its digital edition. And I also want to ask you to just go and look for the September issue of Essence magazine. Memphis's own Alicia Tillery has an article in Essence, and she actually featured On the Couch with Dr. K. So it's about the Selfie Nation, and she is a great writer, so make sure you run out and get the Essence magazine. So our 4-point star for today is, I know we all want to win, 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 but I also want you to think about win. Win, 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 W-H-E-N. Win. So let's say that together. Win. Win, 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 win. Number 1, when you are trying to meet your goal and you feel discouraged, you have to remember to literally take your negative thoughts and turn them in the opposite direction. You have to do that. If you don't change your thoughts, it will constantly roll around in your head and you will start to act on them and create negativity around you. So you must change your thoughts around. Number 2, when people around you are negative, you have to get away from them, not think about them, do something else, and pull in positive people. Like, likes, like, which creates like. Number 3, when you are trying to reach your goal, you need to make one step toward it every single day. Even if it's a little tiny step, at the end of the year, you will have made 365 steps. And that will get you the staircase to where you're trying to go, and you will be on another level. Lastly, when you feel discouraged, remember every day is a new day. And as long as you wake up and breathe, you have a chance to actually make a change. So that's our 4-point star for today. And before we sign off, everybody gets their 10 seconds of fame. Go ahead, Mr. Woodard. 10 seconds. 10, 9.
Name of my book is From a Dead Man to a Perpendicular Life, 13 Brain Surgeries, Economic and Relationship Challenges. It's available on my website. That's LaroneWoodard.com, LaroneWoodard.com, or you can call me 901-505-8035, and I am definitely able, willing, and ready to speak.
You're done. Okay, go ahead, Angela.
Wow, thank you once again for having me today. In case you're just tuning in, V101's Weekend Girl, Angela Jackson, native Memphian. Actually, I want to become an author, so I'm glad I had a chance to meet Mr. Woodard today. So if you have anything you want to do, you need to make progress, hey, hang around other people who are upward and moving and doing things, and be sure to do what? Write things down. Write them down. Journal, blog, especially my young people. Write them down, and don't be afraid to set short-term goals.
All right, good. Levita.
Check out my blog, vitasveganventures.wordpress.com. And as my grandmother would say, name it and claim it. That's a way to reverse any negative feelings that you might have. Name it positively and claim it.
Right. Shawn.
I just want to say thank all you winners in here because I just learned a lot. That's all I got to say.
So cute. Yay. Okay. And as always, in parting, I wish you a life full of love, peace, and happiness. If you cannot be in love, then at least try to be happy. If you cannot be happy, then at least try to be peaceful. But when your peace has been disturbed, it is time for you to change your situation. Thank you so much for listening. You have been listening to On the Couch with Dr. K right here on AM 990 Talk Radio. Remember to like us on Facebook, and we will see you next Sunday. Have a great day.
Bye.
And they stay there.